All right, man. Black Horseman here. Shout out to the True Media Movement. That's everybody that keeps it real, stays true to who they are, and does their part in this media. I was sitting there thinking, I'm getting about to get my day started, but I pay attention to patterns, and I was, looking at the downfall or thinking about, the downfall of Premier Boxing Champions and how there's always a champ or just a contender outside of the PBC that will come through and dethrone their superstars, if you think about it. So just off the top of my head, I just felt like PBC fighters over the years are extremely overrated. And I'm gonna tell you why. Like in house, they do good versus their own fighters in house. They look like superstars when they're fighting in house. But when they fight somebody across the street, quote unquote, shout out to Earl Spence, wrong side of the street promotions. When they fight somebody across the street who's also a superstar or has um, who's won world titles, or let's just say, for instance, from like Top Rank, Matchroom, or something like that, they get their ass whooped. Or say if they would, what's the other guy? Let me just give y'all an example. Like Deontay Wilder looked like this in indestructible force. He was blazing all the in-house fighters he was going up against. Um, until he fought somebody who actually has some skills on the other side of the street. And that was Tyson Fury. Beat the hell out of, beat the dog shit out of Deontay Wilder. And we were just like, damn, Deontay ain't all of that, man. He only got a right hand. He ain't shit, you know. Um, Rigondeaux, I think Rigondeaux was with the PBC. He was looking like God. He was almost looking like couldn't nobody beat him. He did go up, but Lomachenko beat the dog shit out of Rigondeaux. Blazed him, no mosking. Errol Spence, he was looking like the truth, wasn't he? That man was looking like shit. Can't nobody beat him. He breaking bones, eye sockets. He's what you call it, a body snatcher and all of that stuff, man. And people were so convinced that he was the truth. And he was fighting guys on his side of the street. And then he decided to fight a guy from the other side of the street who had to, of course, cross the street and sign a contract with Mr. Carl Al Heyman. And Crawford beat the dog shit out of Errol Spence, fucked him up, and it just was like, man, what happened? This nigga Errol ain't all that good. This nigga his footwork is trash. He ain't even all of that, you know. If y'all notice, like if you think about it, it's just like, damn, and it's always like a Top Rank or Frank Warren's guy, Queensberry or some shit. Like these outside fighters seem like they way better than the PBC fighters, you know? And, I think that is because, a lot of us are aware of this, but the PBC fighters with this easy road promotions from like, shout out to Errol Spence again, they are so concerned with making superstars out of their fighters. Like I said, like Tank, right? But I think as soon as he fights a real deal fighter from across the street, I don't care if it's some Top Rank, Matchroom, or something like that, he might get exposed. We're going to be like, damn, Tank ain't shit. This little light-skinned boy got his ass cooked, But I think that, like Floyd knows this, We seen Jermell Charlo. He looked like he was undisputed at 154. Undisputed at 154. And even though he went up to face Canelo Alvarez, it was just like, Jermell, you suck. Canelo just was And we all know, I mean, let's just be real. Canelo's not all of that. Bill will beat the brakes off Canelo Alvarez. Floyd humiliated Canelo Alvarez. You know, there are some fighters that have gotten there and kind of exposed Canelo to where it's like, Canelo ain't all that. But against Jamel, he looked like he was the fucking back pound for pound, you know? And Jamel was in there just to get a paycheck or whatnot. But it just, you see, my point is that these quote unquote the biggest fighters, the biggest stars for PBC, their best versus the best across the street, or they might be from Golden Boy, or they might be from Top Rank or Matchroom. They're not shit compared to these guys, man. I just feel like over the years, PBC has gone about building up their fighters the wrong way. You know, they have been cushioning these fighters for the longest time, whereas other fighters, like say Top Rank or Matchroom, they're throwing their fighters in there. They're pushing them through the gauntlet. They're like, look, y'all gonna fight, man. Okay, y'all are going to be ready for the real smoke. If you got when you fight an out fighter, you're gonna be prepared. You're not gonna just be in there, scared to get hit. You know, you're gonna know what it's like to be in a fire. And I just felt like they be they be in the front yard and the cozy farm and the grass and all that shit for so long. PBC fighters just be comfortable, fighting fighters that they want to fight and not taking risk, you know. And they love to build up these records, these undefeated records and stuff. And next thing you know, they get in there with somebody across the street. Like, say, for instance, remember Keith? Keith was looking like he was one time, Mr. One Time, till he fought Manny Pacquiao. And we know Pacquiao is already past his prime. Manny Pacquiao fucked up Keith, man. Dropped him in the first round. You know, he fought. He had some heart. You know, he didn't go out like no bitch or nothing like that. But this is an old over the hill Manny Pacquiao, and Keith could not beat him. You see what I'm saying? So they just look great fighting in house until they got to fight somebody across the yard, man. Then shit get real serious for them, real serious, you know. And a lot of that, if and it's like these guys are getting a lot of these fighters across the street. Once they are beating the PBC superstars, they're going to a whole nother level, you know. Like Crawford, all he had to do was beat Spence, and Spence was easy work. Let's just keep it real, easy work. And now, man, he's two-time undisputed, on top of the world, number one pound for pound, without a question, by beating the easy road Errol Spence. Tyson Fury, this man is on top of the world. You know, I think he's a clown. I don't like Tyson Fury, but he beat Deontay Wilder three times, in my opinion. The first one was a draw, but he beat Deontay three times. Okay, and she's a superstar now because he beat Deontay. And Deontay ain't all that, but PBC makes it. You know, they know how to hype their fighters up and make it like they so great, with their undefeated records and these resumes until they get in there with somebody across the street. My opinion is top-ranked fighters are way better than PBC fighters, man. They know what to do. They know how to build up their champs, man. Real fighters, matchroom fighters. They know they got real fighters, man. Just saying. I just feel like PBC has a very weak blueprint because once it's come time for you to really get in there, get in the flame, they get flamed out. They get highly cooked, man, crispy. You know what I'm saying? And the other fighters from across the street, they be ready for it. They come blazing shit. Canelo has blazed what? Caleb Plant. Fucked him up. He blazed, Jamel, made him do the Colin Kaepernick, took a knee. And then track star. He turned Jamel from a undisputed boxer puncher into an absolute fucking sprinter, nigga. Goddamn, he's a runner now. And he's proud of himself. So these fighters is, soft, you know, the capital T at the end of the shit. Like Eddie Murphy said. SOF capital T when they get in there against them guys that's already battle tested, you know? So that's light. This light flame for PBC. And that's why y'all on your way up out of here, man. I said in previous videos, I hope y'all don't get picked up because y'all have manipulated the boxing fans. Y'all have overcharged the boxing fans. And you guys are good storytellers. You guys are great at the make-believe shit. Making us believe that your fighters are super good and elite. And they're not. They're really just not, man. Because time and time again, and I could be leaving some other fights out. Y'all can put it in the comment section. But time and time again, we've seen that these other fighters who really are the real deal and battle tested, they come in there and blaze the shit out of these PBC fighters. So, with that much said, PBC, good riddance, man. Hopefully Amazon Prime realizes that, oh no, this is bullshit. Y'all gonna do the same shit. Y'all gonna try to bring all of this same crap that y'all been bringing to these other platforms like Spike, Showtime, HBO, and all this other stuff. It's gonna be the same drama. Al Hammond don't know how to build up no real fighters, man. He know how to quote unquote Al Hammond and Smellerby and Floyd. They focus on trying to make guys superstars so that they can milk us for the pay-per-views. That's it. But these dudes ain't no real elite fighters like that. So that's my thoughts. PBC fighters is highly overrated, and fighters from elsewhere are way better. The top fighters from elsewhere are way better. That's my thoughts. I am the Black Horseman. Shout out to the ones that have subscribed. We got a lot of new subscribers. Appreciate the ones that hit the like button, share, and all of that, man. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.